What was your initial reaction when you read the screenplay for the first time?
Well, actually, I never read the script. Only read my part. Miss Christopher Nolan asked me if I wanted to read the script, and I was like, no, I want to be surprised. And I'm really glad that I said that because, I didn't know what was going to happen.
Great. So when you saw the film for the first time, it's almost like for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was cool.
And your character has a great name, doesn't she? Can you tell us a bit about the origins of her name?
Well, Murph. Her name is Murph. Actually, her name is Murphy from Murphy's Law, but she likes to be called Murph, not Murphy.
And how fascinated is she by space travel and the universe?
Well, Murph is really, really fascinated by that because she loves science, math, physics, all that stuff, and she's a lot like her dad. She likes that kind of stuff.
And she has the spaceship, doesn't she, on her bookshelf, and reading the Apollo book, which is all very interesting. And how about yourself? How far do you share her interest in science and the space travel?
Well, like everybody, I'm fascinated by space travel, and it'd be really cool to go and do it. But like Murph, I said she likes science, math, and all that stuff. I'm more of a history, literature kind of person. So yeah.
And was there any particular part of the film that you found particularly exciting or fascinating as far as the science goes?
All the things that they kind of find in space and all that kind of stuff, I found that really interesting.
And what did you particularly admire about your character, Murph, and could you identify with her to some extent?
I think just that she's independent and she's smart, and I mean, like, her dad leaves her, and she's just a strong person.
And it's very emotional scenes you talk about when Cooper's leaving. How did you find shooting those and working with Christopher Nolan to do those scenes?
Actually, they were really fun, because it was a challenge for me, and I love challenges, and I think, I got to test myself, so I really liked that.
And there's a really touching bond between Murph and her father. How much time did you get to spend with Matthew McConaughey before shooting, perhaps, and what was it like creating that on-screen relationship with him?
I met Mr. Matthew on set, and he's an amazing person. I love being around him, but actually I bonded really well with him, and he reminds me a lot of my own dad.
And what about Sir Michael Caine? He's one of our national treasures and a screen legend. What did you enjoy about sharing the screen with him and being around him?
It was amazing. I love him so much. He is just this incredibly sweet guy, and he has an awesome voice.
And you've been acting, obviously, for a number of years now. How would you say your experience on Interstellar was different to other projects that you've worked on, like The Conjuring or the Twilight Saga?
Well, it was very different from Twilight, being the teen kind of fiction book, and then Conjuring being the horror movie. This one was a lot different than what I've done before, and I really enjoyed filming.
And what kind of movies do you enjoy watching yourself?
Me personally, I love action movies. I am anything Marvel. I love anything Marvel. I'm just big action person.
And the film is out in cinemas everywhere on the 7th of November, and I think it's your 14th birthday a few days later. How are you planning on celebrating that?
I will be on the Jimmy Fallon show, and I will be going to Serendipities with my family.
Mackenzie Foy, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey!